going on, guys? It's your boy RX here, back with another video. So basically in this one I just intend to show you guys how I made a thumbnail, like a 3D Fortnite thumbnail, such as the one in the, what do you call it, thumbnail. The one in the thumbnail has a really weird character, not just because I mess around with it. I didn't, like, it's not my intention to make like a normal good looking one. It was just to like mess around with the app. You can move the limbs and then it makes the character model look stretched, and it's really funny. But just don't do it a lot. If you do it like a lot, it'll feel repetitive and the joke will eventually die out. But without further ado, enjoy the video. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna do when you get into when you open Blender is you go over to new file, make a general file, okay, that's all you need to do. And you're gonna be greeted with this. If you what you're supposed to do is just like drag all across everything and then click the delete button on your keyboard. It'll delete everything there is. This thing will stay there. You can't delete it. See, as you can see here, delete 0 objects. So then what it's gonna do is you're gonna go to file and append, and you can open whatever you. I'm gonna go over to my downloads folder and find it. It's Poise Playmaker. Append. So once you click on that, there's gonna be a bunch of these things. You go to object and then you drag both of them, append. Now it's gonna look like this. If what you want to do is just go here. You can use the scroll wheel if you want, or you can use this and zoom out. And that'll be your Fortnite character. If you want to look around like the 3D object, you can do that, or you can use the scroll wheel. Yeah, the scroll wheel. Like hold it and then move around, and it works the same way. If you want to look around though, you can only use that. So first thing, you change its view, and then you select okay. Just a bit of like things you need to do before. Well, not before really, but you gotta change your render engine to cycles and change GPU compute. What this does is it uses your graphics card or your video card instead of your CPU. And so maybe your CPU heats up a lot like mine does compared to your GPU, so you can use this instead. And then you go over here and you click on this, the one with what's it called, like checkered design. What this does is just previews the yeah, see, it previews the build. And now there are going to be a lot of dots. If you want to remove them to see them for yourself, just click on that, and boom, now you can see that that's Poise Playmaker. That's red. So what I'm gonna do first, what you should do is, if you want to edit it, just click here. Well, there first. First you go to like head align. Okay. Now it's still all selected, but what you gotta do, you go to pose mode. This now will change everything. Alright, so what you're gonna do is like use any of these tools now. So move tool. This moves the different, see, look. This moves the different like bones and limbs. If I click Control Z, which is undo if you wanna like undo anything, it goes back to there. And then you can just like drag, and then you'll move a set of objects. Like you'll move all of them there. If you click on, like, for example, okay, so if you zoom in and then yeah, zoom more in, you can move each individual like thumb. So I can move it like that, and whatever. It's honestly, it's all up to you. No one can decide what you're gonna do other than you. So like you go here, and then this is moving the entire hand now. So like, I can even rotate it. Click rotate, and I'll rotate it that way to make it like, wait, it's easier if you do that, if you look like that, and then you rotate, and then you rotate a bit this way too. And look at that. You can't tell me you don't think that's jokes. You can do that, and see, now your Fortnite character is moved. And then once you look around and you turn off this eyeball, now it's changed. Just make sure they don't get like some weird animation like that into the camera view, which I will explain later. Okay, so what I've done here is just like made a version of like the Fortnite model, just edited it so it could look like it's jumping. And then with the deagle, actually, now that I think of it, I'm just gonna change something real quick. And that is, wait, you select voice playmaker and go to, yeah. I'm gonna just move this a bit. You go here, move that just to make it look like it's, what? Just tap it. Make it look like it's jumping a bit. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so now I guess I'm kind of happy with this. So what it looks like is now this. Now what you want to do, if you click render now, nothing's gonna come up. I'll show you. Render image, no camera found in scene. That's why it's right. First of all, before you render it, you go, I forgot where it was. Was it here? Actually, yeah, film. And make it transparent so that the background is now transparent, or else there'll be like a background and you'll have to cut it out. And that is not something like fun to do. So yeah, so what you gotta do is click add and camera, and that's it right there. So what I do is just scale it a lot. I'm just moving my cursor so much. Okay, and that's the camera. If you want to see what the camera like sees, you just click there, and that's what it's looking at right now. And as you can see, it is facing down at the floor. So what you do, you go to move, and then you click on this arrow, and you move it this in this direction, and then it'll move here. You move it up, and get your like Fortnite character in the frame. If it isn't like in the frame, just move it back, and then try to see what it sees now. Now it only sees that, so that means I have to move it a bit to the right and a bit up, or I could rotate it a bit too, but I don't know about that. So first thing I do is move it here. So I need to move it a bit to the right, so I'll move it like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate it so that it's portrait instead of landscape. So the reason I'm doing that is because like my character is up, like standing up, not lying down or anything. So if it was to be like landscape, it would look a bit weird, and you'll see what I mean like after I show you the Pixar part. So don't rotate it like that, whatever I just did. Rotate it like this. So you take this, wait, no, not that. You'll go to the green line and move it so that it's fully portrait. Okay, and now once it's like that, you go back to move and move it so that your Fortnite character is in the zone and kind of in the center. Now if you look at it, if you turn your thing around, it looks kind of okay. You can move it a bit more. Yeah, that should be perfect now. Yeah, that's perfect. So now you want, one last thing you want to do is add lighting. Basically what lighting does is it improves like the skin color, or however you know in terms of racism, it just improves what the character looks like. Like you know how all like for not Fortnite characters, all like YouTubers, they use a lighting source. Same way, same this way. So you go up here, and I'm gonna scale it. I recommend you to. So just wait, just scale it. You can see that changing, okay? So now it's pretty big. Um, that's where its light's going. See that orange array is where its light's going. You can change the direction its light goes. I'm gonna leave it the way it is because I need to rotate it first. So go here. That's clearly facing down. So we want it to face in a 3D direction. So you move it that way. For that we need another angle. So we move here and then we get a view on that. See now it's just a bit off. Now we need just to move it. Or we could, if you want to make it like, there could be an angle like that if you want. That's all up to you. If that's how you like your Fortnite character with the sun, or like, well, where it looks like the sun's behind, then yeah, go for it. But I'm gonna move my character so it's like right on top of it. So here we go. I'm gonna speed this part up again. Okay, so after the render, you can see that there's like more, there's shadows. It looks okay, okay. This is like what I want. So what I'll do now is I'll go to image and then save as, and save it as whatever you want. Just go to desktop, which I don't know where it is, desktop, and I'll just call it thumbnail .png and save as image. So now if you go over to your desktop, you'll see it. So now once you're over at your picture, it's gonna look sideways, and what you want to do, just click on that and rotate it till it's okay. And you can zoom in a bit just to make it look perfect, okay. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so the next like thing is gonna like need you to send over this picture right over here and a landmark of any type to your phone, or maybe you can use BlueStacks if you're a PC. I'm just gonna use the rig picture because it's a POI on the map that's in chapter 2, season 2. So yeah, I'll fast forward over to there. Alright guys, so basically what you're gonna do is send the picture, that thumbnail, the Fortnite model, onto your phone. And what you're gonna want to do next is go to Chrome and just search up any, like, what's it called? So the Shark Fortnite. I spelled it wrong, yeah, but autocorrect, yeah. So I get the shark. No, that's here now. And then, oh yeah, I forgot, right, 1920 by 1080.
Okay, and you're gonna get like the shark here. To do that, and then you download image. It's gonna download it. See? So then you go home over to PixArt. This is the app that's gonna make the background. So what you do here is, so you're gonna come up to this loading screen, or it's gonna come up, yeah, like that. You just click on the plus, and click start editing on the top, and then there's gonna be a bunch of pictures, and that's a thumbnail I tried to make on the left, where on the top where it says photos. But mainly you just go to shark. Once you're here, what you're gonna want to do is go to effects, blur, and then here's your part. You can do whatever you want. Here you can put blur, and then how much blur you want on your thing. So like that much, so they can recognize it's the shark. Fade, you can do that, and that looks trash, but that I honestly kind of like that, so I'm gonna go with that. And now we go to, see, once you're done with that, you can also do one more thing which kind of looks cool too. I think it's focal zoom. Yeah, you click on that, and then yeah, it's radial blur, and you do that, and it gets this really cool spinning around effect. And then you add whatever your thing was. So you click, go here, add photo, then add your photo, the Fortnite model, increase it in size so that it's just like fitting, and you put it down. You can change it if you want to make it like a different, like that. You don't always have to show like all of the character. You can just show like the top half of a character, or you can keep it the way like I did. So yeah, I'm gonna put it, like, keep it like that. And I'm gonna keep it to the left or the right. It's your choice. I'd recommend left because I'm a righty, and so that's what I do. I keep stuff on the left, so because we're gonna put the text on the right, and then you go here. All right, and then you just save to gallery. Next thing you do is you go to here and turn on font, and you open Fonto. Basically what this does is it adds text to pictures. So images, and then you put on that PixArt thing you had, so that, and then click on the edit, add text, and you can put whatever you want. I'm just gonna write how to make Fortnite space thumbnails. Alright, now I'm gonna make it smaller because it's a bit big. See the size, you make it smaller. You can turn it a bit too. So, where is it? Tilt. And you can tilt it to whatever you want it to be. And then, yeah, once you're done with that, then choose your font. I like fancy fonts, like legible ones that are fancy. So, let's see what we have here. We can go with nostalgic. Do that. I'm gonna tilt it a bit more, like that, and then make it bigger. We tilt it a bit less then, and then make it bigger so it's like readable. Keep in mind it's not gonna be this small when you're like on Fortnite. On YouTube, it's gonna be a bit bigger because you're gonna have 1920 by 1080. So then you click on this style and create a color pattern. So now you choose whatever colors you want. So for example, for that one, you change your color. So you can just customize it to however you want. For example, you just put all of this and then change it. Okay, I'll go for a dark blue. If I can do that, I do not know how to make that. Yeah, that's a dark blue, and this one a bit lighter of a blue. You can use 2 or 3 colors. I'm gonna put this a bit more lighter of a color. That, and then, yeah, okay. So then you apply, and that's gonna, if you want to keep it that way, you can keep it that way. What I'm gonna do is go down here to stroke, and you can add a stroke if you want. Honestly, do not recommend it, but you can if you want to. Scroll here, that, now go to color again, create color pattern, and then here, gradient. This is what makes it look nice. So you can remove this if you want, alpha 0, and it'll go from dark blue to light blue, but I'll keep it on. And then a really light blue, so yeah, and then it's gonna go across to that, and then done. And as you can see now, it's dark to light, and it looks kind of nice. You can curve it too if you want. Just go here, you can add a shadow too, which I personally kind of like. Add a small shadow. I'm gonna increase the radius a bit. Alright, so now it's a bit too big, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just, yeah, I'm not even gonna add a style. I do not want to ruin something. And then style, curve, right at the end curving, and curves it a bit. I'm gonna just add a slight curve to it. Done. And there. That is your Fortnite thumbnail. Now, obviously, I'm not an expert on this. I'm gonna continue learning on how to use Blender. But for now, this is the best I can do. I will update you guys if I learn how to do things better. But yeah.